What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube and Rumble subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Kush back at it again with another New York Giants video, update video, I should say, with free agency. Earlier today, and I mean very earlier today, around 1 a.m., I put out the video about the Giants and their signings, the additions they made to their team. Specifically, it was about the two offensive lineman signings in Mark Lewinsky and John Feliciano. I did mention a little bit about the wide receivers, CJ Board and Robert Foster. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it right now. Go ahead and check it out. This video specifically, though, is going to be about what we lost in free agency. And so far, it's only been 3 players, I believe. Keon Crossan. I admit I kind of forget who he went to, but no disrespect to Keon Crossan. I wasn't paying attention too much to him. I just know that we didn't re-sign him. He signed with another team. But there is 2 ones that are kind of big. I don't even know if kind of is the word I should be using. They are big. Evan Engram, he went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, signed on a 1-year prove-it deal of fully guaranteed $10 million for that year. And Austin Johnson, the defensive tackle that I really thought the Giants needed to re-sign, he went to the LA Chargers on a 2-year $14 million deal. The Chargers, of course, they're going all in with Justin Herbert's rookie deal. They're doing everything and anything to make that defense the best it can be and build a good lineup around Herbert and just kind of go in on it. It's you just love to see it as a football fan in general, that they're basically putting everything they can around him to succeed, right? But this is obviously just not a Chargers video or Chargers channel, but we got to talk about it. Let's talk about Evan Engram first and foremost. Now, first of all, I didn't want Evan Engram back. Of course, I've said this several times. I wish him the best of luck and the best of successes and everything over there in Jacksonville with Trevor Lawrence. And Jacksonville has also made a few splashes in free agency. They've been giving out a lot of money to a lot of people. So I hope that he has success there. I believe, it's my personal belief, that a lot of his struggles has been, just mental things, him doubting himself, and also maybe the pressure that he's had when he was on the Giants, because a lot of times he got kind of shoot into that number 1 receiver spot, whether it was through injury or through something else. And in Jacksonville, given the weapons they added, at least through free agency, maybe that won't be the case anymore. We shall see. But he's out there with a prove-it deal. He knows that he has to prove himself. I wish him success, but I did not want him back, right? And I say that because I'm very glad that the Evan Engram experiment is over. We ran it for 5 years, year in, year out. It was either, can he stay healthy, or can he just fix his consistency issues? And the year that he fixed his injury issue in 2021, where he was completely healthy. Let me correct that. In 2020, where he was basically completely healthy, he had like the worst case of drops ever. Came back in 2021, we're like, all right, this is the final year. It's the 5th-year option. Maybe he fixes both of them. Could not get it done. And let's call a spade a spade. He has cost us games, not just the Philadelphia one, but he's even cost really big plays. The drops aren't the only issue that was with Engram. Of course, he's not a great blocker, but also he caused a lot of tipped interceptions as well. You think back on it, guys. Come on now. Daniel would throw a pass to him. It would go through his hands and like off his helmet or something, and it would be intercepted by a guy from Washington, or it would just be tipped off his fingertips and it's intercepted. Or that one end around where he fumbled it and it counted. What's funny is that it counted as a fumble towards Daniel, but it was Evan Engram that fumbled the ball, and then I think it was against the Cowboys they got it and they took over. It's just that, thank God it's over, but we are in a spot now where, yes, 100%, we need to draft a tight end, because the only tight end on this roster, ladies and gentlemen, is Chris Myarick. I believe he wore number 45 last year. Chris Myarick is a good backup tight end, and I'm not even sure if he's the number 2 guy. He's the number 3 guy. He was our number 3 guy last year. He was the guy, for those of you that don't remember, that had that bobbling touchdown catch. Number 45, bobbling touchdown catch. I can't remember the game, but that was basically his spotlight. Backup tight end. We need a starting tight end. Luckily for us, this draft has starting tight ends, and luckily for us, the best tight end in the class, in my opinion, Trey McBride. It's not like you're gonna have to spend a 1st-round pick on him. He's projected to very much go in the 2nd or 3rd, mostly 3rd round, which is just chef's kiss for the Giants. We have 2 3rd-round picks. We could completely afford to take him there. And that's what I love about the situation right now. We need a tight end. We're in a class that has a lot of good tight ends, so even if we somehow miss out on McBride, you could get somebody else. You could get the guy out of Virginia who had a good combine. You could get a fan favorite in Jeremy Ruckert. You could get Isaiah Likely. It's tight ends galore. But we don't even need to think about, in my opinion, going past the best one, because we can actually just get the best one. Go out there, get the best guy available, bring him on the team. It's a good situation to be in. Of course, there are a couple tight end free agents, but I'm kind of, with free agency, I'm just going to stop speculating with who we could sign, because I did not expect the signing of Mark Lewinsky. I expected to sign a Feliciano. If you want to know more about that, of course, go check out that video. But Lewinsky is such a good guard that I thought he would have been out of our pay range. But I think we're definitely looking towards the draft. I feel like that's evident as well. Even if we clear up some cap space, the moves we've made, it looks like we're looking towards the draft to build, which, you know, I'm happy about. And then with Austin Johnson, this was a guy the Giants need to re-sign, man. People don't realize how valuable Austin Johnson was to this team. And it's very clear that Giants fans don't realize that, given the fact that there's been no Dalvin Tomlinson-esque uproar about him leaving, when he was just as important to this defense in 2021 as Dalvin was in 2020. There was a lot of uproar about Dalvin Tomlinson leaving. I thought, you know, we still had BJ Hill at the time. I thought, you know what, it's going to be fine. And then we got rid of BJ Hill. I personally thought that the uproar that people had about Dalvin should have been shifted to BJ. And that didn't happen either. And now we're here sitting with Austin Johnson, a guy that not only had great run stuffing ability like Dalvin and great pushing the pocket ability like Dalvin, but one thing he surpassed him in is that he was consistently in the backfield. He was consistently chasing quarterbacks. It felt like at times Austin Johnson was our best defensive tackle, our best interior lineman, because, you know, Dexter would be getting held up. Sometimes Leonard is getting double teamed, or sometimes Leonard can't get off the block, but you'd see Austin Johnson somehow, some way chasing the quarterback. More often than not than our edge rushers, he'd be back there. He was simply a really good, underrated player on this team. And another reason, not just because he's good that we need to re-sign him, but now officially that we only have Dexter and Leonard, those are our only two good defensive tackles on the team. And we need at least one more. We need at least one more starting caliber guy. Now, you could get it in the draft. Going back to the draft once again, you know, a guy that I have in mind, possibly Travis Jones in the third or fourth round. He's out of Connecticut. There's other defensive tackles as well. Now, I don't think we should go and spend a first round or even second round pick on them, but you could kind of get, you know, an okay guy there. And we're certainly going to need to do that. Even if we kept Austin Johnson, we would have needed to do that, because there's no quality depth on the team right now for when those starters go down. Knock on wood, I'll knock on wood with that, because I don't think our defensive tackles really go down that much. Leonard maybe had an injury scare. Was it last year or the year before? But they don't go down that much. But we now officially not only need the depth, but we need another starter. You know, you run a 3-4, you're going to need a third. I said a tard. I can't speak. I'm tripping over my own words. You're going to need a third defensive tackle there. Even if they shift Dexter Lawrence inside to be the nose stuffer, which I think, I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like Dexter is fine where he is. He has the body and the frame to be a nose tackle, that run stuffer, but he's good on the outside, or, you know, not outside. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's good there because he has hand technique. He has moves that he could use to get to the quarterback, and he's also kind of a mismatch just given because of his size and strength. They can very well move him inside. We're still going to need somebody to take his spot on that sort of edge right there. So that's kind of where we're sitting. We lost two guys. I think one of them more important than the other, in my opinion. I'm not sure if that's an unpopular opinion or not. I really do think the Austin Johnson loss is going to be bigger than the Evan Engram one, because it's the same situation as Dalvin last year, except this time, when we lost Dalvin, we still had BJ Hill. And when we lost BJ Hill, we still had Austin Johnson. We lost Austin Johnson. We currently don't have anybody. We're hoping that we're getting somebody through the draft. And even before the draft, there was a couple of tweets I saw going around online about considering, you know, giving Dexter Lawrence the 5th-year option, and we should 100% give Dexter Lawrence the 5th-year option, because the defensive tackle market for some reason has gotten kind of expensive. Johnson signing for $7 million, yeah, but you look at other guys like BJ Hill signing for a $10 million deal. Larry Ogunjobi, a 3-year $40 million deal. DJ Jones, 3-year $30 million deal. Sebastian Joseph, 3-year $24 million. These guys are going for really expensive. Getting Dexter Lawrence on the 5th-year option went from being, you know, a nice option to, in my opinion, a complete necessity, and we're going to need to extend them in the future. And of course, like I said, draft at depth. But you guys put your thoughts down below and let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for checking out my channel, The Hub, here on Giants YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you hear every time I put out a video. Like it, share, and subscribe, and I'm out.